Hello! I'd like to welcome all to a cozy little game called Craft the World. Now, I've done a lot of videos on this so far, and a lot of people already know that, and they'll be like, well, why are you making a video about the parts that you already did a video about? Well, the game is on sale, 50%. It's about 7 currency, to my experience. Oh, look, they redid the lovely graphic. Look at this. This game is in early access, but for 7, you're getting a lot of time to play. If you're looking for a game that's long and kind of cool, it gives a lot of opportunities, a lot of, just messing around, having a blast. This game will offer that. It will offer the blast having, as you basically make everyone so good that you're like, invasion, I think you mean... Well, I don't really have much of a joke to follow it up, but you know what I'm going for. You know what Hey, cool, I've got wheat. I've got wheat. Now that's worth a spell. Oh, I don't have any wood yet, do I? Yeah, I've got some wood. So this game is essentially, how to put it, it's Dwarf Fortress, but without the horrendously MS-DOS UI design choices. It's a lot more graphical, it's very interesting looking. I like the art style in this game. It's very striking. It mixes the elements of being slightly cartoonish with having a realistic feel. I like it. I think you should give it a shot. And considering it's half off right now, you'll be making a steal. And who doesn't like a good steal? Who doesn't like being a thief? Garrus doesn't. Garrett? Garrus? It's one of the names. But I'm sure he'd love to see people buying themselves a steal. Well, I guess it isn't really a steal if you're still paying for it, even if it's at a discount. It's kind of like saying, well, you should have waited. And I'm like, no, they kind of did that intentionally. Why should I be the one responsible for them offering me a discount? That's a really good question. Why do we call it a steal if it's really just business? Overthinking things. Let's see. Let's get ourselves a pickaxe. One of the most crucial tools. I like axes, but axes just don't cut it. Hey, what's this? It's a ring? Ooh. Ooh. We have a new slot. Let's have a look. Let's see if anything fits. Thank you. I did do that. Oh, I'm so glad that you acknowledged my humble work. Ow! My chest hurts, but that is completely unrelated to this game. I don't see anything that befits a ring slot. Ooh, wouldn't... Ooh. Yeah, they add a lot of cool new stuff. Well, not much new stuff, but they certainly added stuff that's really interesting. Oh, they made the smithy... Oh, look at that. Ooh, climbing... Oh, look at that! And the smith ape. Oh, man. Oh, fun fact! If I remember correctly, if we now go to equip... Oh, no. I remember them saying that they gain skill, but I guess there's a limitation to... What the hell?! Ah, my chest... it's gotta be all that celery in that thing. Someone's advising me not to make a video, the Bioshock video, which was really more a call for help than any legitimate video. And Jesus Christ, it's just a bad port. If you're gonna make a Retspray video on someone having troubles with a game because it's a bad port, then your Retspray video is more about the port than it is about me. Let me just say that to the person. It's more about the bad port than about the game. So making an RP would be a stab at them, not me. I'm not even kidding with that. It's more a stab at Windows 8, apparently. Depends on how you formulate stabbing at. And I have been RP'd. Not by my favorite crowd. And one that was very cruel and kind of jerkish. Not to mention, they weren't constructive. I can take the cool guys at the Retspray. Don't worry, kid. I can handle them. Man, those guys were jackasses. I know! I know! That Super Mario World video series is the most disgusting stuff in the world, but you should try to be nice and constructive. Because the one thing that Diabetes and Slow Beef consistently say, don't be an asshole. We're doing this more to give people advice or to mock just the concept of how bad it is than as a personal attack. And that's why I think that Beef and Beatus, also known as the BAB, the B&B, are the kind of people I listen to when I continuously talk about my irritable bowel syndrome, which I do not have. There's a reason in this game. Man, I'm really going off topic. I'm supposed to be talking about this cool-ass game that's 50% off. Why won't you shut up? Kinda. Look up my Super Mario World Part 1. You'll find them. They posted a link. Because I think that's the worst thing you can do. Is you can be like, we RP'd you, and then comes the torrent of people just smashing me. That's a really bad impression of your channel. Like, the reason that they started RPing people is they were like, this is where Let's Play is going. This isn't an honest attempt. This is a cash grab. I make an honest attempt. When I make a video, I do it because it's a hobby. I want to have fun. I want to get into the game. I want to see my little town grow. I want to smash things with lightning. And my Super Mario World videos were shit. They were a disgrace to the game, and I'm willing to openly acknowledge that it was a horrible... This person needs to know that when you make a post, you're supposed to compress all of it into as few posts as possible. You don't make 10 posts in what can be summarized in one. The reason you make another post is because you forgot something, not because you're too lazy to use paragraphs. But that's me. If you want to make many posts, go ahead. I won't kick you in the groin for that one. In fact, I'll commend you, because at the very least, people will very quickly tell you that you are very annoying, and you'll learn. And that learning experience is what truly matters. And that's why I think that the RP crowd that came after I got Retsuprade was so bad. It wasn't a constructive crowd. It was a crowd that just said, fuck you. And I'm like, yeah, and? I know it's a terrible video. You're not adding anything to the discussion. You're just making it look weird. You're making your channel people look weird. They're like, really? This is how you're going to handle this. We're doing this for a joke. We're trying to make you laugh. We're not trying to make someone kill themselves. On the bright side, they did leave me alone after that. And that's the crowd that I can truly appreciate. It's the kind that's like, nope, we got another bunch of people to bully, and I'm like, fine. Because really, I'm not really paying attention, am I? I need to get some clubs in the action. And we got the Woodgemins. Let's make a couple of those. Totems? Oh, I need to put down a totem eventually. Could build a wooden ladder. Probably want to wooden bridge. Oh, wow, we got a whole lot more now. Cool. Did they do the same with the ladder? Because if they did, I would kiss them. Nope. There's gonna be no smoochy faces today. But yeah, I mean, that did teach me something. As much as the people that were involved were some of the biggest, most intolerable assholes I've ever seen, they did inspire me to just take this for what I want it to be, a hobby. Why would I Retsuprade? I don't Retsuprade. I don't want to talk smack about people. I want to offer constructive advice, or my comments are just like, hi, how you doing? But I don't want to be that kind of person. I can't take the responsibility. I don't own a paid entry form. Why is my that's slightly unpleasant. But you know what they say, it's the slightly unpleasantness that makes it unbearably Man! I'm not kidding, there was literally no one I was talking to just a moment ago. Now everyone's like, hi, hi, hi. How you doing? Hi, hi, hi. Dude, you've got lots of jobs right now. How about you attend to them? The biggest problem I have with this game is that it starts a bit slow. But it's something you should see coming. It's a bit of a slow starter, and it kind of stays slow. Backpack. Oh yeah, you can. Oh, that's so cool. Is that you can make them carry. Oh, we can get. Oh, we can make ropes a lot earlier now. That's really useful. Man, they made so many useful additions and changes to the game. I'm like, man, I love how I cannot make torches yet for whatever reason. Level 3. Oh, cool. Whoa! Yeah, that tree... Holy pachinko! I thought the tallest trees were... what is it again? 4? 3? 4. It was 4. Man, they upped the tree height. And the level 3, yeah. That's sexy stuff. Oh, that is such a cool animation. Little crystallized, like crystal. They're not sparkle, for which I am happy, because I don't really like the sparkle. Not when it's used too much. I prefer some limitations on my sparkling and my sparkling. Hey, it's 4 now. I thought it was 3. Or was it always 4? It might have always been 4. I've just not been paying attention. It's been a while, actually. I like this game. And don't forget, it's 50% off on Steam. You should probably go get it. If you were like, I wish I could play Dwarf Fortress and not have to deal with that horrendous UI design, I still don't get why they don't update it. Though considering how the dwarves are pretty much hyperactive ants, I think that adding any sort of graphical burden on a CPU would be like, ooh. I also think the person doesn't want to deal with the burden of having to make a physics graphic engine manipulator. I'm not even kidding, that is annoying as fuck, and it will weigh down. So the main reason he probably doesn't implement any of that is, yeah, probably just, you know, it's easier and it doesn't weigh down the game as... Why does it keep using that slot? I want to use this slot. There you go. We got a quartz. I remember the good old days when those were all nameless items and the game was only slightly passive-aggressive as to what they may potentially be. And we have a light source. That ought to keep the goons away. Where are the skeletons? I'm also not using the portal spell a lot, but I don't really see any need for it. The portal spell is only interesting once you get like a certain size of a colony, so to speak. Oh dear God, it's growing like a madman down there. Okay, so look, guys. All I need is more stone, really. You get that. Oh. That's a thing they have to fix. But like I said, it's an early access. So you invest in it now, and you might just get... Then again, there's one thing I always have to kind of want to say, is that it might not be the game for you. Because a very weird thing that I notice... It's not that I get many comments at all, ever. But there is sort of this thing that a lot of gamers get the sensation that a game is supposed to be made for everyone. No. Some games are made for niche audiences. Dark Souls isn't a hard game, but there are people out there who don't want to put in the effort to learn a different way of playing a game, to be cautious, to be strategic about their actions. And the people that don't want to learn that, it's not your game. It wasn't made for you, you lazy schmuck. Or maybe you just don't enjoy playing games like that at all. It's nothing to do with the fact that the game demands a little bit more input, but... Wow, that ghost comes from far away. It's one thing I still can't get over, is the trees just shoot out of the ground. Also, tip, when you see this, the little rootsy stuff, that means a tree has reached its maximum height. Don't rely too much on it. Holy shit, that guy is huge! I've never seen a guy this big, but he looks really scary. But yeah, when you see that, you know that your tree is at maximum height. That's not to say that some trees they go through an initial growth spurt, and then they're like super big, and then they stop growing for ages. So it's probably not worth hanging around too long. Look, a nice fishing pond. If I set up a good tree system, it should be easy enough to navigate. Look at this guy. He's massive! He's got a super big shield, probably with 100% physical damage resistance, and he's like, ha-ha, ho-ho, ho-ho. And he talks with a lot of consumption. Ugh. My dwarves are all busy, working around the clock. I know what the hell this guy's waiting for, but there's no reason to stand around like that. I'm not even kidding, just move. Oh man, he just sunk to the ground. Oh, there were 2 of them. I guess they can't do the thing that the skeletons do. They build a little bridge, so they just Did he just casually walk into the ground? It was like, tum, 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 see? Vanishing into the ground! Sir, I can appreciate and understand your political standings on disappearing into the ground, but that's a little extremist to me. I turned the weather on frequent because I'm nuts. That guy hung on. He was a trooper, a starship trooper, no less. The most alleviated of the troopers. What the fuck am I hearing? There's so much water right now. It's just nuts. I think I put the weather too high. I'm going to drown. This game isn't like Dwarf Fortress in the sense that losing is fun. Because dwarves come back one by one. Unless you turn on permanent death, in which case losing is fun, and it's really just a learning process. Of course, because they can't count on random generation, and there really isn't a trade system, they just have a shop. And you randomly find coins in the floor. Don't ask me how that works, just it works. Don't ask questions if you don't want to accept the answer. And then again, that kind of discourages the whole principality of asking, because the whole idea behind asking... Never mind, it's just lots of... What is this guy doing? He's constructing and he's doing nothing. How about you just do nothing? The guy was not doing anything productive with his day. Oh, that's what he was doing. He was constantly playing the little soundbite. Well, at least he didn't suffer from any stacking. That's just horrible. If audio starts stacking, ugh. If you want to endure something that's vomit-inducing, you want to listen to sound stacking. But it's not like the constant beep, 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 beep. It's slightly off, so that every noise creates a sort of rhythm. It'll be interesting if they just attack the same animal. Did that guy just eat an egg, or did he eat raw chicken? Because if he ate raw chicken, he's gonna have salmonella. He's gonna have that weird disease that everyone keeps nagging about. Man, my throat hurts. And for all the bad reasons. Tip of the day, don't equip your people with axes and no pickaxes, because with only axes they cannot use pickaxe actions. The reasoning behind this is quite simple. Axes are specifically for lumbering. Pickaxes are specifically for mining. And when you take away the axe... Actually, one of these others have it. When they have the stone knife, they can do both. But if they have a pickaxe or an axe, they can't do both. So you should be super duper careful with that. What are they all doing? They're probably all... joking around back here. Oh, no. They're actually... Here. I have a portal. The portal recharges, I think, real time. So it's a little bit of a freedom... I like how he gained a climber level by falling off. This is hilarious. He's like, oh... Hey, I just knew how to climb better. That's a life lesson you should all remember. If you want to learn how to climb... What the fuck is that? That is weird. Not working. Someone posted me ASCII art, and it doesn't work well because the name misplaces the text. That just kind of makes me sad. Your ASCII got misplaced. But I can make it out. Ultra epic? That's sexy. No! I just closed the tab. That's kind of stupid. But you know what they say. Haven't talked too much about bowel movements. Might want to pick that up. I had a whole tub of chili con carne last night. I think that might be contributing to my recent bowel movements. You know what this game is good for? This is a good game to play when you're listening to a podcast. Like, you can't play Dark Souls listening to a podcast. You just get distracted. But this game, you can just sit back, you can watch things happen, and occasionally be like, oh, I gotta send man A to position B and make him do the twister. I wish the man with the axe would be tackling that tree, but fine. Okay, so we should have wool soon. Okay, we have some wool. Still only 5. That's not good. Let's try this. Oh, it's basic armoring. So any armor points? Increase the number of items carried by dwarf. Oh, that's the. Oh, that's so cool. I like that. I really like that. I really do. It warms my heart to see that. Oh yeah, they implemented the AI where the dwarves will actively seek a skill or a job that they're good at. Oh, look at them! Look at him carrying! He's lugging. He's lugging that stuff. They're lugging and chugging. Man, this place is dripping. Anything else I particularly want to excavate? I think I might go to excavate some stone. And, I'll leave it at level 4. There's a lot to do in this game, by the way. You'll be busy for a while. I'm not even kidding. It takes me about 5 hours straight to the finish with the campaign. Oh no! One thing I really liked is when they upped the AI so that dwarves understand that people are there to help them out and they don't have to tank the hits. Yeah! Beat that thing up! I'd really like how they handled water and desert worlds in particular, because desert worlds are hell to work with. Because the only way to get water is cactuses. And there's giant sandstorms that knock everything around. It's really cool. There's a lot of effort and thought where you'd think there wouldn't be. But there is, and it's why this game is most certainly worth the few Benjamins that it asks. In fact, it doesn't even ask one whole Benjamin. I still don't get why cactuses drop needles, and you also have these guys everywhere. They mostly pop up where there is no light. Oh wow, that's one heck of an explosion. That's something fresh. Do I have any... I still don't have any... I really should go digging for stone. Yeah, ghosts are annoying because they just knock stuff out of your stockpiles. I don't know why they just do. They're like, hey, I'm over here and I'm going to knock this out of your stockpile, and then they're like, done. Yeah, look at that guy. He's got all sorts of stuff on his back. On his little backpack. He's working hard. This also makes skill books a lot more appealing, because what skill books do is they let a dwarf train a skill. So you can, at the beginning, start working towards a master miner. Man, my throat hurts. For no reason. Might be the nerves. Assessment tomorrow! It's gonna be spooky scary. Yeah, look at that guy. Did he just learn it? No, he's already a miner. That's good. Look at that guy. He's got like a whole smack of stone on his back. Yeah! Gather that stone! Oh, I love how clean and crisp the crackling animation is now. Oh, look at him dig. Digging all over the place. Do 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 do. Hey, don't knock my stuff out of my stuff. That's really annoying because if they hit the right item, they can effectively knock out an operation. Which is pretty annoying. Okay, I have enough stone to fabricate myself a few X. No, I still don't like that, but it's a system that sort of works. And we're at level 4! I can now make a table. Close, equip. I like that. That animation just makes sure that you know when someone's coming in. It's such a great help. So many tiny details that just got smithed. Sergeant Smith. Right into the game. Don't forget to always have plenty of wood, because eventually you're going to be turning that wood into planks. And once you get planks, the game... Oh, honey! Ooh! Getting exciting new stuff. Let's plop down a table so my... Oh, dear God! The big guys are coming. Oh, man. We're no longer in fancy pants land. We're in the land of pain. Oh, they really upped the damage values and all. I guess it's to give more clarity as to how good something is. Because one thing I really noticed is that having 4 damage just doesn't make something all too appealing. Oh no, it's a tree bug! But you gotta focus on the big guy with the huge... Oh, they're not that strong. They're actually kind of weak. That one guy's just chopping a tree for some reason. Look at them carry. They got so much... Ooh. They're still the same speed, and that's what makes this so profitable. Is that they're still the same old dwarves, they're just slightly more impressive. You want to hold on to your berries as much as you can, because unlike acorns, they're actually used for all the cones. Rope is something I'd buy. Let's see. Well, how much expensive is some rope? It's found under here. 1! Ouch! How much is a wool? 2. But 2 gets me 5. So why would I want to buy rope for 1 if I can get 5 for 2? Like, the extra processing step is practically 0 effort. Oh, cool part is that these guys drop some equipment occasionally. And especially the iron boots are nifty because iron boots are really late in the cycle. Oh, no, wait, just leather boots. And those are pretty late in the cycle still. Archer. Oh, look at that. That's so cool. They added so many new little... And they got a hat. Look at that. I wonder if those are things they actually need or if those are simply required. Oh, yeah, these things now explode or basically they go away. It's so cool. I actually just... Oh, whatever might that be. Probably stops them from drowning. And you see, here's what leather boots are. But you can get them as drops, which makes them slightly more appealing. Fuck you. There's a reason you died, sir. And it's not because of pleasantries. It's because the land of Daventry got fed up with your bullshit. Oh yeah, archers got smarter with how they use their arrows, which I really appreciate. Because, God, archers were horrible at their jobs. Oh, they're collecting. You know what? I think I might just grab myself some armor. So the way the experience works is it's relatively simple. You can click, by the way, an ingredient to go to whatever page and tab it's on, which is really good for navigation, but the first time gets you a lot, the second time tends to give you less experience, which is sort of to motivate to get everything. There are a few points where this gets kind of annoying because trees progress really slowly and require you to make hundreds of thousands of the same thing that you don't care about. It's probably the biggest problem I've continuously had with this game's tech tree. I don't really care about certain things like this. I don't care about any of this. None of this is worth the resources, and none of this is worth the resources, and yet I have to make lots of it, and it's expensive, and in certain maps where certain resources just aren't readily available, it gets super annoying really quick. Oh, they're all beating up stuff. Oh, why is it taking so long? Why is everyone beating up something else? Okay, they get sleepy when they have to heal, by the way. It has nothing to do with anything else. Do I have beds yet? Because I really need to get... Ah, I've got beds. Do I have leaves? I have a few leaves. Oh, yeah. He went back in the battle because he knew it was time for him to fight. Hey, I get 2 wool. I think wool is also used for fabric and a few other things, but for the most part, you're better off just whacking them. I wish they dropped some wool, but wool is such a picky resource. It's probably one of the main limiters, at the beginning at least, for what you can do and what you want to do. But I'll see you guys next time in whatever comes next. This is Craft the World, currently available on Steam, 50% off, which is a great deal. And if you thought this looked interesting, you probably already know if you're going to buy it or not, or if you're going to like where it's going or not, because it isn't one of those games where, like, miles down the line it's a completely different experience. Wow, I really like what they did with the fishes. I really like what they did with the everything. Oh, ears of wheat. I remember when sheep all went into the water for no particular reason. They were like, I'm gonna go in the water now. See ya. They just sort of stumbled into it.